is not the right
I'm
draft.
just going to declare a Nubrak killed the stream. I was just looking to bemused at that Nubrak, trying to figure out what this comp's going to be doing. Yeah. Very, very confused here. So we've got a Nubrak Arthas, so we've got double tank, we've got an Abatha and Brightwing, so in effect double support. And then we've got a Jaina to do as much damage as she can. And this is on Sky Temple, so this isn't on a map where you're going to have bosses pushing. Well, there is a boss, but you're not going to have big objective bosses pushing on a regular basis. You're going to have to fight for those bosses, and you're going to have to fight your opponents for control of the temples. The ETC there, either going to take the maneuverability option at the stage dive or the mosh pit to lock people down, as Stefan was saying there. Web wrap and polymorph both being an option to try and stop that mosh pit, because you do want to be able to stop that butcher damage coming in, as butcher's going to have a heyday if you can get in there. Kael'thas is going to put out quite a bit of damage. Tyrande is going to put out her own fair share while also providing the heals and the stuns. And Uther's got that Divine Shield. But inside games comp here is looking very, very strong. Although it doesn't bring any Giant Killer to the table. So if Arthas and Anubrak do go very, very tanky, they will be a problem to get through.
Yeah, so right now we are getting everybody that should be in the lobby into the lobby, and as you can probably see in the lobby, everybody with a Gazlo skin, with the Gazlo portrait, I'm assuming is on Inside Games. So
I can't see their portraits.
it's because I'm friends with literally all of them.
There you go then.
Just such a popular
Confirmed.
guy.
Stefan has more friends than me.
I think everybody already knew that. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that the teams are all sorted and everybody is in the correct team slot. Okay, everybody's in, so let's bring up that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the game will not crash for me again. Oh my lord, I've forgotten something. I am a terrible person. I'm actually going to bring up my little client here for this. And it's going to be round one. It's going to be Inside Games. This is TeamGGnoRE. Grab a score, update all, and bring us into the tournament scene. Yay! Going to make sure everyone is ready, and then we can get this game underway. So sorry for the small delay in starting this tournament. But as you can see, we have these two teams, Inside Games versus TeamGGnoRE. We've not seen TeamGGnoRE before. I think I have a couple of them actually on my friends list already, so I think they're players that I do know. But Inside Games, a team we know to be pretty decent actually, as they performed pretty well in the tournament so far, and we're just waiting on two more heroes to be ready, and then we can get this game underway. So everybody is ready. Let's go into the game for this round one, best of one game for Wall of Heroes, a tournament hosted by eSports Wall, all that stuff, yada yada yada, on Sky Temple. So,
yay, Sky Temple. So Sky Temple is a nice, friendly map. There are 3 temples that can spawn at various times. They do spawn in a set rotation, so the players will know which temple is coming next. Objective is to grab those temples. The temples will then shoot your opponents and shoot their base. And the longer you hold them, the more they shoot until they run out of ammo. But you're not going to be alone while you're there. The Guardians will try and knock you off those circles and stop you using the temple's power to destroy your opponents. So you do have to fight some mercenaries that don't go and fight for you afterwards. But yeah, it is quite a good fun map.
Yeah, it's not the usual. We don't always get to see a Sky Temple every tournament, and I actually really quite like the map. So it's nice that when it came down to Sky Temple or Cursed Hollow, we did end up with the lovely Sky Temple. It's quite bright map as well compared to Cursed Hollow, which gets quite dark at times. So it's nice shiny start. And right now, we are getting into this. We have Inside Games, the blue team on the left, and TeamGGnoRE. Oh, some lag there on my part. The red team on the right. So who would you like to introduce?
I will introduce TeamGGnoRE.
Okay, so go
Just
ahead.
making you go first. Oh, so I'm
do you want
introducing
me
the
to
red
go
side
first?
first.
I
You're introducing the blue side.
I will do blue side first then, which is Inside Games. We're going to have Dereneko on the Uther. Threy is going to be playing that Butcher. Hydax on the Tyrande. The team captain Kexix on the ETC, and Zargona's playing that Kel'Thas heading to the bottom lane solo.
And over on TeamGGnoRE, we have Marco Style NL, the team captain, rocking the Abatha. We have Monte Christos on that Arthas, almost getting caught there as there was a little bit of a skirmish for the vision. We have Presto on the Brightwing. We have Nubarak being played by Lampy, and Hamego has brought out the Jaina.
Yeah, so sorry for any lag issues that was happening there at the start of the game. It should all be sorted out now. My ping is struggling just a tad, so apologies coming out from me, just in case anything goes wrong. Abatha in the mid lane. Nubarak actually getting taken down just a chunk, but to about half. The stun came out from ETC and the Butcher then.
Oh, Uther dropped. I did not see that.
No, up in the top lane, we're going to have Jaina and Arthas be able to take out the Uther, and that's a pretty good kill. I'd imagine just come the roots and the slows and just everything there. And
yeah, able to catch him. He was up there on Toad in the top lane up there, and the Tyrande and the Butcher very quick to rotate up and make sure that no experience is lost there. So at least Nubarak won't be in that 3 versus 1 for a little while now.
Yeah, and he should be okay, especially with the Abatha hat being able to jump on him at times up against this ETC. So first set of temples spawning now, top and middle, as is always the case.
Yeah, Inside Games go straight for that middle one, and GGnoRE instead opting to pick up the top one. Jaina just taking that on her own, allowing Arthas to carry on soaking some experience. So a good choice there. They're going to be able to soak the lane experience. If they're not going to soak it with heroes, the Abatha's going to be able to soak it anyway. So yeah, good choice for them to do that. And Inside Games actually rotating 3 of the players off of the temple that they were holding. Now, they're just going to trade these temples.
With that initial kind of just constant soak from TeamGGnoRE, they not only have that one kill, but they are actually up. Or as
nice
in fact,
charge
gets caught out, he's going to be able to burrow charge and to safety. So
burrow
very well
charge and hat, saving the day.
Good old Lampy there. Yeah, so what I was going to say is that we actually do have a small experience lead for TeamGGnoRE, although that has now been equalised out there. But it's just that constant soak that we got from the initial, when the temple spawned and nobody soaked.
Nice gravity lapse there, Presto. Oh no, he drank from the fountain, but the tick up wasn't fast enough, and the chain bomb dropped him there in the bot lane.
Just caught the end of that, and yeah, Brightwing unfortunately falling. Meanwhile, ETC's going to get rooted down in the mid lane. The Nubarak, the Abatha hat onto the Arthas was the Nubarak coming in, stunning out the Lich King, but he is going to fall. The Butcher stunning the Nubarak. He will end up falling as the Abatha hat was not on him. Threy as the Butcher, though, doing what he can to stay alive. Presso's come in on that Brightwing to provide healing for his team, but the Butcher is
2 for 1 in favour of GGnoRE. So that little experience lead that they had, they're just going to pick that back up and reset the wave in mid, so not too bad for them. Not too bad at all.
Not at all. They are, again, ahead in experience. Just a small amount, but they do hit level 7 first by, 10, 15 seconds? Yeah. Not a massive issue, but we are going to actually have Peekaboo come out from Brightwing at level 4, so Vision is the name of the game here.
Oh, yeah. No stealth heroes to want to see with that Vision, so it's just going to be make sure nobody's trying to gank me Vision.
Yeah, we see the Tyrande Owl come out here, no pierce on it, taking level 4. In fact, it was Searing Arrows that was taken. They are going to scout out the fact that GGnoRE are doing their bruises, and they take it at the exact moment that bottom temple does spawn.
Yeah, that was a good pickup for them there, because that it's going to go. They are going to React inside games going to pick up their Siege Giants and try and get those pushing on.
Look at those mines from the Abathur. They're going to kind of that's completely slow out the ETC, who, I need to get slowed, says the Trade. They're not having a good time.
Yep.
But no advantageous positioning there coming out from TeamGGnoRE as a result of all those mines. So they're just going to have to engage onto this, as Kexic on that ETC has already kind of jumped in onto this bottom temple. Arthur's doing what he can to stall it out, but
trying to stall it out there. And Abathur is body soaking that top lane, so they are going to gain some experience here, even if they're not going to be able to necessarily pick up the temple itself. We'll see how the fight does turn out. So there was nice impale there from the Anubrak, and Jaina's throwing in her icicles. Going to have a bit of a skirmish there. Kael'thas, not sure if he's going in, but he catches the gravity lapse upon the Butcher. Butcher's going to fall nicely. Another impale is going to make sure ETC goes down. But a judgment from Uther is making Lampy fall low, and the Lunar Flare is going to pick him up.
Yeah, that was a fantastic Lunar Flare out there from Hydrax. It was a 2-for-2 exchange. Brightwing didn't fall. Actually, I think Brightwing would have been a good target to sacrifice, because when she spawns, she'd just be able to Z back into the fight. However, even... sort of even. The Abathur's not there, so it is a 3v2.5 almost. And we do actually have level 10 come out for GGnoRE already as a result of that Abathur soak. And that means Abathur's going to copy Marco's style on that Jaina. Abathur's going to copy that Hamango on that Jaina.
Yeah.
Hamago. And
Marco is the Abathur.
Yes. And that is going to be the rest of the bottom temple taken by TeamGGnoRE. Hamago may get caught out here, going to get stunned by Tyrande and potentially body blocked here. The Abathur hat landing on the Jaina, and the Brightwing coming in, providing all those shields. Divine Shield landing on the Tyrande in order to keep her alive, but she is going to get picked up and killed by a fantastically placed Frozen Tempest there from the Arthas. Not Frozen Tempest, Howling Blast from the Arthas, and then the Frozen Tempest there slowing down the Uther as he did get web wrapped, and we see the web wrap come out there. It was a very, very good pick up there. And in the early games, game web wrap really good for getting those solo kills, and it caught out the Uther. He was stuck in there, and that secured 2 kills for them.
Yeah, so Sindragosa are the army of dead. I wasn't expecting the Sindragosa, but if they make that work for them, then this could be a fantastic pickup. Also, we see Lambs to Slaughter picked up from the Butcher there. So we do have that Lamb, and we'll see if that Lamb does go to the level 20 upgrade, as we were discussing during the Cooking Man phase there.
And Brightwing teleporting to the top lane on top of the Abathur there, actually abandoning his team briefly, as the Abathur just kind of doesn't really do anything at this point. I was expecting the Abathur to go and soak mid and the Brightwing to go top to extend their experience advantage, but not going to be the case at the moment. And
I think the guys in bot are actually going to rotate up towards mid before that wave pushes in, and so they're going to be able to pick that up just naturally with themselves. Obviously opting to stay safe, as they don't want to lose that Abathur and that Abathur advantage that he brings there.
Yeah, so we see now the Trande Owls constantly scouting out what's happening all over the map, and inside games do see that GGnoRE taking their Siege Giants, as they also take theirs, and Nubrak's going to be able to kind of kill out the initial Siege Giants from inside games, especially with help from the Abathur hat he had briefly there. As this next set of temples spawn is going to be bottom and middle. I'd say in favour of GGnoRE here, as the bottom temple, if they focus on that, will hit the middle fort, as will the middle temple, so it's going to be pretty good for them if they're able to pick this up. Presto doing a very, very quick little phase shift there on top of the Anubrak to keep him healthy. And Syndra Wosa coming out there doing a lot of work, landing on 4 here, slowing them all down. Butcher's going to get rooted, Divine Shield coming down, charge onto the Jane, who's going to try and slow him out. Body blocks out from the Arthas here, and he's going to get stunned out and killed here very quickly there. And we're going to see the Mosh Pit come out, but only lands on the Anubrak in the end. Immediate interruption from the Brightwing. Very well played there. Good 2-man Lunar Flare to try and get this disengage. It is going to be only one hero killed out, and every single ultimate was used there. I mean, Blink Hill is already back on cooldown. Shadowstalk was used at the start of the fight. And so much there.
Pretty good fight there, and GGnoRE coming out on top of it, able to pick up that temple. The ETC straight down to the bottom temple, though. They're going to try and trade these temples rather than let GGnoRE pick up that middle and then have to fight again for the bottom one.
Yeah, so not necessarily bad play. Not too bad for inside games. The fact that they have lost out in the middle tempo because, as you say, they are taking this bottom one. And it is going to be contested, though, I feel. Kexit being a bit, not passive, but a bit nervous, and nobody going to get hit by Lamb to slaughter there. Really, really close to landing, but eNewBrack's going to get absolutely destroyed there, yeah. Good.
Marcus Tyler has decided to copy up the Jaina, though. And it looks like they might be going in to try and contest this again. He's just running that Abathur clone straight in. He's popped it now. He may as well use it. He's going to put as much little bits of damage and annoyance he can on them. But
with that eNewBrack dead, there's not really much contention that can happen out from GGKnoRE. So they do the smart thing. Just let the Abathur clone go in and deal some damage, harass them a bit. But then go back to soaking lanes, and we can see that it's not a huge experience lead, but they still have an experience lead, and that is a point to make. They take their bruisers up in the top camp and top lane, and inside games are getting slowed once again by Abathur mines. Butcher, oh, there it happens. ETC, oh, there it goes. This is not so good.
It's a landmine field. What are we going to do?
Yeah, maybe would have wanted to take Tassadar instead of Tyrande up against the Abathur to spot out those mines, but alas, hindsight's a wonderful thing. The boss not being attempted here, but the entire team getting of GGKnoRE kind of orienting themselves over there, and Lampy's going to get hit with the Sentinel out from Tyrande, so this is going to get entirely spotted, but GGKnoRE able to pick up their opponent's siege camp quite happily, and another Sentinel coming down and scouting out what's
probably going to position on mid. That fort in mid is reasonably low and probably able to just be pushed down, meaning that all the outer forts will be down for inside games, and Team GGKnoRE having one of their own standing up in top is pretty good for them. That top fort hasn't been touched at all, so they
do have a level 16 advantage at this point as well. They can actually just
they do
pop out to show the talents, just as Team Inside Games does get their level 16 as well. Locust Brood, as we saw, come out from the Abathur there. Marco Style using it at the bottom lane. Next we have a Temple spawns in. It's just going to be a solo Temple bottom, so we're going to see how this goes as both teams move to potentially go for this. Other than that, we're going to get a greater polymorph out from Brightwing. Not Shield Dust. We're going to get Ice Block from the Brightwing, and a big Lamp to the Slaughter come down, but just about missing on the eNewBrack again. I'm not really sure what's happening with those Lamp to the Slaughters. They're not quite connecting by millimeters, I feel. So that is one ultimate used.
I think the eNewBrack has started his Burrow Strike as the Lamp to the Slaughter landed, so it wasn't able to lock him down into position there. Which means the eNewBrack is going to be able to come in and harass, and the rest of the team are going to be able to engage here.
And right now, the eNewBrack's right in the middle of the fight. He's going to get amplified damage and taking a lot of damage here. Meanwhile, the Abathur, who's currently copied the Jaina, is going to be trying to do what he can to lay damage on, but the Arthas is getting poked down quite heavily by the team of Inside Games, who are all looking pretty healthy at this point. Tyrande taking a lot of damage right then, but going to get healed up by herself and the Uther, and yeah, it's the Abathur's ultimate evolution is down. It's kind of a 4.5 v5 here, and Team GGKnoRE still with that experience lead because of the Abathur, but not really able to do much in this fight. We're going to have the Lamp to Slaughter come down again after the cooldown. Bright was going to get caught by that this time. Get out Ice Block in order to get out of that. Meanwhile, the Tyrande is going to fall to a good harass from the Abathur and the Arthas and the eNewBrack. Brightwing's going to end up falling. Jaina taking a lot of damage. Good mosh pit coming down on the Arthas. He's going to end up falling. It is going to be a 2-for-1. Potentially the Jaina getting picked up there. There's a fantastic gravity lapse come down. Lampy with the Impale not able to stop his Jaina dying. A 3-for-1. Inside Games finally take a really, really good fight for them, and they're going to be able to move up here and just take this boss after they've successfully taken, I think it was all the shots from that bottom temple.
Really strong play there by Inside Games, just layering their ultimates at the right time. The Divine Shield coming down on the half-health Butcher. The Butcher then able to heal himself back up to full by the time that Divine Shield had expired. And they'd also weathered out a lot of Team GGKnoRE's ultimate. It just gave them a very strong advantage to retake the fight once that Abathur clone
the fact
was
also
down.
That they were able to delay the fight for Lamp to the Slaughter to come back on off cooldown was pretty good. I mean, it locked down the Brightwing. Not much came of that Lamp to the Slaughter, other than the fact that the Brightwing just kind of stayed where she wanted to be and then ice blocked to disable it. Like, I think it was maybe half a second before it was going to run out anyway. So maybe the bait for the ice block, baiting out the ice block there was really the big win for it.
So the bot is going to push on bottom, and the entire of TeamGGnoRE is going to try and stop that boss, which is just going to give Inside Games an opening to crack the gate of the mid lane here.
Yeah, and
they're probably not going to push onto the fort, just because that is a bit too risky for them. So instead they're going to back out, take what they've won, and they know now that they can win a 5-man fight at a temple.
Yeah,
and,
the experience advantage now quite happily with Team Inside Games. And I would also say the push advantage with them. I mean, none of the walls have gone down for for Inside Games, and yet that bottom and middle wall covering the keeps have both fallen as the next wave of temples spawn. Middle and top, and imagine we're going to see a big fight come out for this middle temple, though. Inside Games orienting themselves towards the top one at this point.
So it'll be interesting to see where they go with this, because Inside Games may actually just be happy trading with the temples, not necessarily having to fight for them. They are in an advantageous position at the moment. They would ideally want that middle temple, though, to be able to hit the middle where they've already cracked the gate, rather than the top, which will have to go through that gate. But even a temple trade will be a good thing here for Inside Games, but still they're opting to fight for this middle temple.
Yeah, and I think this is the right decision, as we just saw, all their ultimates are up, they can win fights, and this middle temple is more important for them, so contesting it and forcing TeamGGnoRE off is a really, really strong play.
TeamGGnoRE are moving up towards that top temple and will get that firing, but actually it looks as though Inside Games aren't happy with that, and they're just going to head up towards that top temple as well. We have a pause.
Okay, and we have a DC come out here for Team Inside Games, so good manner there. Arthur's immediately saying, no problem, absolutely fine. So nice out there from Monte Cristus. Is that a shout out to the Count of Monte Cristo?
It could be. There is also a shoutcaster in League of Legends called Monte Cristo, so it could also be a shout out to him. We'll see.
Well, it's the OG black and white movie. That's where it's at.
It could be the Count of Monte Cristo. It could indeed.
Good film. Would recommend. You find your own tree. But yeah, getting into it, how do you think this game's going so far? I mean, we do have level 20 come out here for Inside Games, so we're going to have triple Bolt of the Storm.
The triple bolts, I was just looking into
Tyrande not taking Rewind, instead taking Storm Shield to provide that little bit of extra healing as Uther picking up the Redemption.
Yeah, so Redemption's probably what you're going to expect out of the Uther there. I'm surprised there wasn't the upgrade to the Lamb to the Slaughter to try and get the multi-man lambs there. But they've already forced the ice block choice by both Jaina and Brightwing there, so they know that they can stop the lamb on those two if needs be. So I can understand why maybe necessarily he's not gone for those. Actually, it wouldn't be a 5-man unless the Avatar decides he wants to do a bit of slapping.
All the Ultimate Evolution came in.
I suppose the Ultimate Evolution, could lock those down.
So far we have... Yeah, I mean, Tyrande's gone for a slightly unusual build. It's quite right-clicky, except it's gone with Overflowing Light at 13, which is not what we would be expecting to see from a build that's taken Season Marksman. Normally at 13 we'd get the 40% bonus attack speed after using Hunter's Mark.
Well, so, I suppose maybe just giving that extra bit of off heals, and it was post picking up that Overflowing Light that they started to win the team fight, so maybe it was part of the change to it.
Yeah, maybe they just needed their Butcher and Kel'Thas to stay alive just those moments longer, and that would be fine. So, almost starting the game again, but not quite. I'm bringing up the kind of stat sheet here. Obviously, Abathar's not died, but neither has Kel'Thas. Kel'Thas not been a focus in these fights at all. In fact, the Butcher having taken the most deaths for Inside Games, and Nubarak, kind of understandably, doing a really good job in tanking here with the most deaths for TeamGGnoRE, which means that Inside Games are actually focusing the tank. Not a bad thing to do, but normally it is not recommended if there are squishier assassins to go. So we're going to get this game underway, as we're going to get level 20 come out here for TeamGGnoRE very, very quickly. Locust Nest for Abathar. Arthas is going to get tankier. I'd assume Anubrak would get tankier as well with Hardened Shield. Brightwing going to pick up Rewind. That double polymorph going to be so strong. And Jaina with her very predictable Bolt of Storm. The rest of the Temple in mid is going to be picked up for Team Inside Games here as Kexic comes out. The Lantern Slaughter is going to completely miss, but Anubrak's going to get blown up as the Syndra Gota comes down. Bolt of the Storm come out from the Butcher there in order to get away after being slowed. And not really much happening. They're just going to lose the Anubrak and then a really good disengage. I said not even disengage, just kind of a aggressive posturing coming out from Inside Games. They're going to be able to secure this top temple as well, as the Anubrak, the Abathur is in fact pushing down bottom. He has taken a bit of damage and it's going to have to leave, otherwise the Kael'thas might come up here and see if he can chase this out. The Locust Nest at where the Sea Giant is, camp is, so that will be spotted out pretty shortly, I'm sure, and can be cleaned up.
Cool, so a keep, and the gate of the upper keep there taken for Inside Games. Pretty good pickup for them. They're both of those temples going mostly in their favour.
Yeah, but the wall and a lot of damage done to the keep down in bottom by the Abathur during all that mayhem. Yeah, no, the Abathur split pushing is what he needs to do now, and that's probably why he's picked up that Locust Nest, just allowing the double Locust if he's in a lane with his nest, or allowing the split push Locust if you can get it somewhere where it's not seen. Yeah, currently it is in the top lane at this point, and he might even move it further forwards. Abathur gonna deep tunnel himself up there, and he's gonna half-stone back after dropping his Locust Swarm there. There's a little Locust Brood. Kexic in the bush here in this mid lane, looking for a good pick off. The Anubrak and the Arthas are kind of caught out. Going to have a stun landing on the Arthas here. But Webrat coming straight down, I believe, onto the Uther. But that's going to get cleaned up pretty quickly. Lampy on that Anubrak having to disengage. Going to dodge the Lunar Flare, but taking a lot of damage from the Kael'thas and Trane. Doing a really good job to distract him. But we're going to have a three-man mosh pit with the Abathur coin there coming out. Jaina able to bolt to the storm herself away. But the aggressive Bolt of the Storm from the Kael'thas is going to be able to catch her out. Ice Block coming out from Brightwing, only going to delay the inevitable, as well as the Arthur's dying. Butcher, through all of that, just about managed to survive. Whoa, and that is a full... 5-man is what I'm going to say, but it's actually a 4.5-man, because the Ultimate Evolution was killed. Wipe from Inside Games, they're just going to come straight to core. Do damage and try and end it. That heal from Butcher was pretty crazy, and it does look as though we will see the core push from Inside Games. It looks like it will be a GG's all round. Yep, and as you say, with the core falling very quickly here, 5%, and finally the game is over. Inside Games coming through. They were behind for a lot of the early game, but really shone through in that into the late game. Not really, the mosh pit not really being a key factor, nor Lamb to the Slaughter, just overall good positioning and good fight stalling to basically minimise the effect that Abathur can do in those fights. And the split push, not quite enough to seal the deal. So, very good game from them so far. And I'm going to bring this back up. I'm back on webcam. I'm back on webcam. You're not, because that was what was causing OBS to crash. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything should be fine. So, we do have the bracket back up here. Oh, this is just constantly moving. And, there we go. So we are going to have the winner of that updated shortly, which was Inside Games, and they will be up against Maxi Boys in the next round. So whilst we just wait for that all to get sorted and the drafts to be made and stuff, I'm going to throw to a quick break, throw out the promotional video again, and I'm going to do the guys in just a minute. So
catch you guys on the other side.